Hello and welcome to my van conversion. If you're watching this, then you're watching the first ever video of my first ever van. Congratulations. So when I removed the plywood walls, I noticed that there was quite a bit of rust. So I was quite hastily removing the ply as I wanted to see how bad the rust actually was. So I started with the boxes so I could get the walls off behind. And while I was doing that, I noticed there was holes all the way through to the floor. I could see daylight, so I checked the whole van, all the holes, and it looks like there isn't many. Don't know why I have two pairs of the same shoe. Anyway, I said I was hastily removing ply. There you go, that's better. I really do work fast. And then I noticed that these screws were screwed right down. I didn't know how thick the floor was, so I was a bit worried that there was even more holes. When I took it off, I found a hole into the wheel arch, which is never good. It was rusty and it'll need treating. So we're going to do that. So with the box removed around the wheel arch, I can take the walls off. So I took a drill to that, unscrewed all the screws, and I'm planning to keep all of this plywood, mainly for the shape, but also because I'm on a budget. At the end of the afternoon, I'd only just bought the van. That's what it's looking like now. I can see all the walls. It's not too rusty, but let's see what the floor looks like. I think that'll be the main issue. We have a bit of rust here that will need treating. And this is what it looked like at the start of the evening. This is the van that I'm converting. It's a 2011 medium wheelbase Sprinter. Nothing's come yet, so I'm just trying to make as much progress as quick as possible, and I'm going to start removing this floor.
Are those rusty bolts going to unscrew alright?
Since I'm trying to save all this plywood and keep it dry, I've got to move it in and out of the van every time I want to do something, which is really annoying. Hey up, the cavalry's arrived. I managed to get some of the bolts out of the floor, but some of them were just too rusted and rounded off. They basically just crumbled when I tried to drill them. So my dad's the hero with this story. He comes out with a chisel and a hammer, and he turns it. Just turns it like that. Unbelievable. Thanks, Dad. This is me rounding off the rusty bolt for my dad to fix. Good job. Well, this is the kind of shit I'm working with. Here's the mistake. And here's the result. So after a lot of farting about, it's finally time to reveal the floor underneath the floor. So what I could see when I lifted that panel was a collection of water between the little metal humps, and also quite a lot of oil, like engine oil or some sort of oil. It stunk like an old roller coaster. As you can see on this, there's a lot of holes that need treating. So the next job is to get it all cleaned, which I'll do tomorrow, and then treat it, get it all sorted. It's going to look smashing. If anyone wants to buy a van, let me know. Thanks, bye.